Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talks. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. I know I'm pretty excited going into the weekend. It is Saturday morning, and we had a crazy Friday. So I film my videos usually late in the evening, maybe the wee hours of the morning, and then I go to sleep usually. I slapped that video up as I did on Friday, and I checked the silver price. I hit the time to submit, and then I looked at the silver price, and boom, I was like, okay, so same, $29.50, not much, but hey, okay, good deal, didn't go down. Hour later, I'm drinking a cup of coffee, and I check in my messages, different little comments, and someone says, look at that, we broke through 30, and I'm like, what, is that a mistake? Did we break through 30? I go $30.50. And then I go about my day, excited that we didn't only see a dollar jump on Wednesday, but we saw another dollar jump on Friday. Hoping that would hold, I end up checking a little later as I'm reading through the comments, and one of the comments says $31.50, and I'm like, that must be a typo. I go to check, ba-boom, $31.50. So a $1 jump on Wednesday, a $2 jump on Friday. And what people don't understand is as the price climbs higher and higher, a percentage gain, 1%, does not equal the same amount. For example, if silver was at $10 and it goes up by 1%, then it goes up a dime. But if silver's at $100 and it goes up by 1%, then it goes up by $1. Now, do I think we're going to see $100 silver tomorrow? No, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is you can continue to see 3-4% gains in silver, and each day that price will be a little bit more. And that's because of compounding interest. You know, I find it interesting that a lot of people still don't understand what's going on. You don't have to look very far. You just have to step out of the news, the everyday news that everybody watches and gets all their info from, and they listen to these shells, I call them, because they're basically shelling you something else. I'll give you a great example. Dave Ramsey, who can't stand gold. It's pet rock, essentially. It doesn't make you any money. Well, I'm pretty happy with my gold today. I can tell you that. I'm really happy with my silver, as silver did almost 7% gain yesterday in one day. Now, some people automatically flock to YouTube, flock to the internet, saying, if you don't think there's going to be a drastic pullback on Monday, you're crazy. Now, could there be a pullback on Monday? Absolutely, there could be. Why would there be a pullback on Monday? Because the Fed knows that they don't want people to get the idea that gold and silver is better than the dollar. That's why for a long time the dollar was a tier 1 asset. Gold was a tier 2 asset. However, it's not the case anymore. More and more people are moving into gold. Gold is a safe haven asset. You're not going to get rich overnight in general. You know, it's not like Bitcoin, where Bitcoin's going to shoot from $100 to $10,000 instantly. It's not like some huge stock that's going to drastically just explode and you're going to be a millionaire driving a Lambo tomorrow. But it is an insurance policy. It is a safe haven. And here's the thing. The manipulation that we have seen in recent years, holding the price specifically of silver lower than fair market value, means that when it breaks through the manipulation, that is it. It will run. I mean, you take a look at GameStop. I love the GameStop story, because what GameStop did was it had one YouTuber out there, Roaring Kitty, who started talking about GameStop and how big hedge funds were manipulating it down, shorting it, to make it worth less than it really was. And anytime you force something down to unnatural prices, people will buy it. It's going to get bought up. It's going to cause shortages. That's why we've had shortages on silver year after year recently. Now, some people are out there ain't no shortage on silver. What are you talking about? Here's the thing. There are shortages. I'm not saying they don't mine it still. They do still mine it. But they better be careful. because we're already in a deficit year after year. And here's the thing. How many people noticed the price of copper yesterday? Didn't really take off quite as much. In fact, I think it lost a few cents. What does that mean? Well, that means demand for industrial demand is probably a little lower. But why did silver go up then? Silver's an industrial metal. Why did it take off as much as it did? Because they artificially pushed the price down and people are starting to catch on. More money is flowing into silver now. Now, here's the thing. I don't even think we've begun to see the climb that we're going to see on silver. I think when big money moves in, that's just the smart money positioning themselves. You've got those of us that are silver stackers. Some people will say the apes because, essentially people will joke on Wall Street silver that, we don't really know what we're talking about. Here we are buying some pet rock and silver's nothing. It's not money. It doesn't pay dividends. You just pay people to sit around and guard it, and it's never really going to be anything more, and they can manipulate it forever, and they're not going to let the price go up because of industrial demand. The truth of the matter is all those things are what's going to cause it to go up. As it breaks through industrial demand, you can't have something that has such a high industrial demand and manipulate the price lower so big companies can keep buying it. Eventually, one company is going to catch on and they're going to say, you know what? We use a lot of silver and silver's cheap right now. Shouldn't we be buying a little extra each year? Kind of like canned goods. If you know inflation's coming and you go grocery shopping and they're running a sale on canned vegetables, do you just buy your week's canned vegetables? No, you buy a few extra. Why? Because you know you're going to use them. You know they're going to be worth more. They're going to be more expensive the next time you go grocery shopping. So you buy a little bit extra. Now, some people might say, don't be crazy and buy the farm. Okay, maybe not. But you do buy extra. And here's the thing, the same thing with silver. Why would they not buy extra? Some countries are buying it up because they know the direction that it's going. Some countries are buying it up because they know there's a lot of political uncertainties around the world. With everything going on right now, which direction are we even in the U.S. going to be going? We've got a big election this year. We don't know if next year we're going to be focusing on green energy or if we're going to be focusing on oil and gas. Why? Because both political candidates oppose each other in that aspect. It blows my mind that people can still talk down about silver. Could we see a pullback Monday? Like I said, we could. One thing I found really interesting is silver didn't jump all at once and then all of a sudden stop and just go sideways for the remainder of the day. No, silver kept climbing throughout the day, slowly and surely, and that's a really good sign. I don't like necessarily seeing these big straight up lines. Am I happy if I have it? Absolutely. But does it make me feel comfortable? Not really, because I know a straight up line is usually less buyers. A slow and steady climb all day is a lot of people moving into the space, buying it. A lot of orders. Now here's the thing. It kept going up right up until the end of the day almost. That paints a picture on how Sunday night could start. Sunday night could have a big jump in silver because all weekend, what do you think the average stacker out there is going to be doing? What do you think the average person that might stumble across a silver video is going to do? They're probably going to place an order. You know what? I don't have any silver. Maybe I should go buy 10, 20, 50, or 100 ounces. Just to have some, just in case. And another tree, another seed is planted. Another person starts stacking precious metals. More and more people are going to be stacking. The price is going to continue to climb. Now, this is not financial advice. I don't know the future. In fact, any YouTuber that tells you that they know the future is lying. If they knew the future, they're probably not going to be making YouTube videos. They're probably going to already be a millionaire on a beach somewhere. I find it interesting that people, I get a kick out of it. I get a kick. And I can tell you right now, the negative comments were out in full force yesterday. You know, and it's comical. I do enjoy it. I do get a kick out of it. It's kind of like when the telemarketers call me. I got some of my friends, when the telemarketers call them, they just hang up the phone. Me, I sit there and I want to play with them. I want to toy with them. Same with the scammers online. I'll play with them. Same with the fake emails about how my invoice is here and I need to check my invoice, or my purchase went through and please run this app to see all your stuff, or whatever the case may be. I mean, there's so many scams out there, it's ridiculous. And yet people think silver and gold is a scam? I just don't get that. How people can think that. A lot of people were saying, friends, wake me up when silver hits 25. Wake me up when silver hits 30. You know, we went to 30 and then we blew through 30 all the way to 31. I talked to a lot of friends yesterday, people that were interested in getting into it but kept waiting for a pullback. Well, now look at the price. Now it's up another $2 in one day, another $3 in a week. Are they still waiting for a pullback? Some of them are. Some of them are. They think that the price is going to go down. The truth is, we're probably not going to see a major pullback until silver hits $35. And it's going to put us somewhere, maybe 33, maybe 32, and then it's going to push through the next barrier. And here's the thing, there's not really a whole lot of barriers stopping it until we get up there to the 40s. There are some people out there, even myself, who said if silver hits 50, I would consider selling half my stack. I think the magic number for me right now is maybe $55. Why do I come up with $55 as a magic number? To sell some, not all, of my stack. Because some, even if it was half, means I could essentially take all my money back that I've ever invested in silver at $55, maybe $60 if I pay my, maybe $60 when I pay my taxes. You know, depending on what I'm selling and what the tax rules are and stuff, that's all CPA that you'd have to talk to for that. I don't know all the rules. But needless to say, let's say 55, 60 for easy math. That means if my dollar cost average was 30, which I don't even think it's that high, then I doubled my money. I sell half. I got all my money back. And essentially, I still got more. I mean, do I want to do that? Probably not, because I look at it as an insurance policy, but I've been stacking for a while. There's some things that I really want. I've put off repairs on my house so I could stack more. I put off a vehicle. I'm riding a beat-up car where the windows don't work and the AC don't work. Why? So I can put it off so I can stack a little bit more. I've been giving up things today so that I can have more in the future. And I think the future is coming, and it's coming a lot sooner than you think. And a lot of people are going to miss the boat. We had an amazing end of the week last week. I'm thinking we could see it continue on next week. Hopefully people are going to take advantage of this and go out and look for some deals. Some places haven't adjusted their prices yet, such as maybe flea markets, mom and pop shops, resale shops, pawn shops, all that type of stuff. So look for the deals out there and keep stacking, my friends. I can't wait to see how the week plays out next week. Please take a quick minute, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts, and I look forward to hearing y'all's thoughts. So take care, and I'll see you guys all again tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.